What's up, everybody? My name is Avenged and welcome to Bromocast number 6, I believe. I'm pretty sure, at least.
Six.
Yep, 6. Yes. And I'm back here with the one and only Paul.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Welcome to the show, Jeff Goldblum. How has it been?
It's been going fine. That
was
was the worst Jeff Goldblum
that was the
I've
absolute
ever heard.
best Jeff Goldblum impression I've ever heard. Now that you did that, I don't even know what Jeff Goldblum sounds like.
I don't either.
He's like, I'm Jeff Goldblum. It's me, Jeff Goldblum, or something like that.
I don't even know why I chose Jeff Goldblum.
I thought you were gonna say like Jeff from Achievement Hunter, or Jeff my brother, or like Jeff Goldblum.
No, Jeff Goldblum.
Is Jeff Goldblum spelt with a G or a J?
G.
G. Okay, now before we get into anything, I gotta get to somewhere important. Okay, so my brother's
Hold
name
on. Do you mean? I thought you were talking about his last name. No, his first name. I think it's Jeff.
Why would I be talking about his last name?
Because his last name is spelled with a G. His first name's a J.
Okay. So this is important. So my brother's name is Jeff, as some of you may or may not know. His name is Jeff. Anyways, it's spelled regularly Jeffrey. I think that's how you spell Jeffrey.
There's no E? Isn't it E-R-Y?
No, that'd be Jeff Uri. His name's not Jeffrey. And I learned that a couple of years ago. I used to always call him Jeffrey, and it turns out it's Jeffrey. Can you believe that?
I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, same. I didn't either. And then it took me up until I was like 18 to learn that his name wasn't Jeff. I had been calling him Jeff for 18 years of my life. And then he was like, it's Jeff. I was like, don't lie to me, Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, that's like if he called me Neek for like 18 years. Like, it's not Neek, it's Nick. And I'm like, Neek? Anyways, this is important. I saw a post, and I think I shared it on Facebook like a while ago. And it was like, are there any Jeffs in the house? And then Jeff with the Jeff was like, yes. And then Jeff with the Geoff was like, yes, with the Yeos. And the one guy
laughed so hard.
Yeah, and the one guy who commented on the post, whose name was Geoff, was like, fuck this post. I thought that was so funny. If I can find it, I'll put it in the Bromocast, but I can guarantee you I'm going to forget.
Actually, I just, right before the podcast started, read a story your dad shared on Facebook, and it was hilarious.
What was it about?
Okay, so it was about this policeman in some redneck town.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting outside of a bar waiting for it to close so he can try to catch any drunk drivers to come out.
Okay.
Right when the bar closed, this one guy stumbled out like he could barely walk.
Uh-huh.
And like stumbled to his car, got in, and he just sat in the car for a while, just like turning his lights on and off, playing with the windshield wipers, honking the horn. And as he was doing that, everyone else in the bar got out and got in their vehicles and left too. And this guy, who could barely walk, waited until everyone left, and then he started to drive off, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as he started to drive, the policeman turned his sirens on and pulled him over. And he's like, sir, you need to take this breathalyzer test. And he made this stumbling dude to take the breathalyzer test, but the test came up negative. He didn't have his alcohol. The alcohol in his blood wasn't that high at all. And he's like, obviously this equipment's busted. I need to take you to the police station. And the guy in the car is like, I don't think that's necessary. Today I was the designated decoy.
That cop, that's so sad.
Got destroyed.
And that cop drove away forever. Never to return to that town. My God, that cop got completely annihilated. See, sometimes you find like the most funny / interesting things on Facebook ever. I've talked about this like to 3 different people, but I'm gonna bring it up again. I was reading a post on Facebook, and I might have shared it. And it's about like somewhere in Russia, there's this giant hole, and like they were saying like the hole is so deep that it's like getting really hot, and they're learning stuff that's wrong about our Earth's crust that they teach us in school, which is completely wrong now. And then they said that they had to stop digging on the hole because the workers down there were hearing the screams of the damned, and they were too scared to go back to work. And I was like, damn, I need to go into that hole.
They uncovered the Nephilim.
Mm-hmm. Is that a Diablo reference?
No, and that film's a biblical reference.
Well, Diablo's a biblical reference.
Fair
What?
play. Fair play.
Yeah, fair play indeed, my friend. Mm-hmm. CC. Mm-hmm. Monocle, top hat, monocle. I don't know. See, so before with the podcast, I was telling Paul that I had something that I wanted to tell him about, which I thought was perfect podcast material. And then I had went to bed last night, and now I don't know what it was. My heart says it was about homeless people, but my brain says it wasn't. And all I remember was it was funny, and I had thought about it while walking through the woods. And that's when I come up with all my best ideas, is while walking through the woods.
You let us know if you remember it.
If I remember it at any point throughout this podcast, I will let you know. And
do you have anything else interesting happen to you this past week?
This past week? I don't even know. What day is it?
Today is we're recording on a Sunday.
Okay, if today's a Sunday, then maybe. But I can't fully remember. I'm just going to say no and be on the safe side. How about you?
Well, I ended up destroying my girlfriend's mother's house.
I think I saw that picture on Facebook.
So what happened was, her mattress is just on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I was standing on the mattress and I was about to sit down and lean against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a lot closer to the wall than I realized when I started sitting down. So I meant just to plop my weight on the mattress on the floor, right?
Yeah.
But I ended up plopping all my weight into the wall. And the wall, like, caved in. And now there's a Paul-sized hole in the wall.
You can live in there, Paul.
Yeah, it can be my home.
Yeah. Sorry, Linda. I have to go. For those who don't know, that's Paul's mom's name.
So it's like they have company over, and it's like, is there like a rat in your wall? And it's like, oh no, that's just Paul. They see me scuttling around.
Hey guys, you got any cheese?
And if there's like guests sitting on the couch, I can like burst through the wall and go, "Here's Johnny!"
Like, and then you'll be like, "But my name's actually Paul." I'm sorry if I caused any confusion. I just wanted to let you know that was a Shining reference. My name's Paul. Nice to meet you. Do you have any cheese?
That's probably something that happened with me too.
Yeah, it would. My God. So, did you guys end up fixing the hole, or is it still just a paw-sized hole?
It's still a Paul-sized hole. We've covered half of it with a Pokemon poster.
I saw that. I was impressed. I was like, that's good. That's how I fixed all my problems, too. Pokemon.
And then there's something else that happened as well.
Uh-oh.
This one wasn't directly my fault. So,
No.
Mandy flushed a condom down the toilet.
Oh, well, okay.
And it totally clogged, and it was spilling sewage all over the bathroom. And they had no idea why it happened.
I did it like months ago. And
Ew.
we redid our entire bathroom, and so everything was new, and so we were really confused. And then it kept like overflowing, and like from the bottom though, so we thought it was like this sealant or something. But then they came over, and the plumber knocked on my door, and he's like, you might want to take care of this before your mom gets home. And I was like, what? And, yep.
Yeah, the plumber just pulled a sewage-covered condom out of the toilet.
Ew. Why did the plumber not take care of it? He was like, I ain't touching that. He's like, I've seen some nasty shit as a plumber, but I ain't touching that.
I forgot what actually happened.
Wait, did your mom find out?
Yeah, he told her.
Why would he make her go do that if he gonna tell her anyways?
The plumber told her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why would he make her go do that and then be like, you better take care of this, and then
Just
tell your mom
try-
anyways?
Yeah.
What a douche nozzle. Emphasis on the nozzle because he's a plumber.
Good fucking God.
Yeah, I don't know. Is your toilet work well now?
Not yet. They didn't put it back on. Like they
saw the condom and was just like, I'm out for today. This is enough.
He literally did. He's like, all right, I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. And we were like, okay.
You do that, sir. He was like, I'm
Like,
gonna go eat
really,
sandwiches.
Like, completely disconnected. Like,
I think that's a little unfair though, because like I'm sure that happens halfway often, right?
I guess maybe.
Like I feel like a lot of people have flushed condoms on toilets.
I suppose so. I haven't.
People shouldn't.
I was told that I could. I didn't believe.
Not by me, I would like to point out. I know you shouldn't flush a condom down the toilet.
My friend told me I could, and I was like, all right. And then I just did it, and then I regret it.
Yeah, I've never flushed. I've always wrapped it up in toilet paper and then thrown it. Oh, I hit my mic and then thrown it to the side out. So for the birds. Have you ever see a bird and it looks like he's got a turkey neck? No, it's not a turkey neck.
Oh God.
That's my turkey impression.
It's not the soda rains we need to be careful of. It's condoms.
I like to imagine that the plumber went home to his wife or husband. I'm not judging. It's 2017. And then, well, that brings up a whole other scenario, which I just
What the fuck?
Well, anyway, he goes home to his husband, and he's like, how was your day, honey? And then he's like, oh man, it was fun. And then he's sleeping, and he's just watching him toss and turn, and he's just like, toilet condoms. Toilet condoms. And he's like, he's having nightmares. You ruined this poor man's life.
We traumatized him. He was like a brand new plumber.
Yeah, he was a brand new.
It's a common problem. I feel like if you've been plumbing for like a couple decades, you would have come across that before.
Well, one time, my grandpa was changing the toilet at his house over in Chicago Heights. Mm-hmm. And he was like changing all the plumbing too because there was something wrong with it. And he found out the reason why it wasn't working properly is because a squirrel dug its way through the house into the pipe, and there was a dead squirrel like around and kind of in the pipe.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then it's even a funnier story. Do you remember that man Geoff, my brother Jeff?
Yeah.
So we went over there, and no one told us that they were fixing the toilet and that it wasn't connected, and Jeff took the biggest dump in the toilet.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh, Geoffrey. Oh, man. My grandpa was mad. That was funny. That's so funny. Good times, good times. So not only did he have to recover a dead squirrel, but he had to recover Jeffrey poop.
Recover it. Gotta fetch it.
Uh-huh. But that brings me back to my gay plumbers.
What about gay plumbers?
Would they both be cracking? I don't think female plumbers have butt cracks. Well, I mean, I know they have butt cracks, but I'm saying like
no, they don't have two cheeks. It's just one giant cheek.
It's one giant cheek with like a vent in the middle.
Yeah, it's just like a hole in the middle. It's like a belly button.
Yeah. That's the noise it makes.
Fine.
You know, like the.
Can I tell? Speaking of females and their bits.
Yeah, and their bits.
Can I tell the dream? With.
I suppose so, if you'd like to.
So a previous girlfriend Nick had, for some reason, a day I spent the night at Nick's, I had a dream where, for some reason, I was...
And not a Martin Luther King style dream.
No, definitely not that kind.
Not a Martin Luther King style dream.
I had a dream where I was eating out one of his old girlfriends. And...
At the time, she was my girlfriend.
She was his girlfriend. And her female parts, her vagina, did not look like any vagina the face of this earth has ever seen before. It looked like a 3-pronged outlet. For some reason, my mind came up with that.
Yeah.
It's been in the dream. Like I went in between her legs. I pulled her pants down. I looked, and then I just went, "What the fuck is this?" And then I woke up.
It's like, how do I work this thing?
I really wish the dream would continue because I really wanted to find out if I had like the 3-pronged outlet dick.
Oh, that's interesting. Or but a 3-pronged outlet tongue. Wait a minute. But I thought you said it was an outlet. The vagina.
No, it was the...
It was the in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
So I wanted to know if I were to pull my pants down in a dream, if I would have like, the three prongs. Sometimes they call it the male end outlet.
Ha
Or
ha ha ha, Mayland.
they actually do, apparently.
Yeah, I know that. And then the other one's called the female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, it took it very literally.
Well, anyways, as any normal person would do, Paul woke up and immediately told me the dream, and immediately told her the dream as well, and then from what I've understood, told his girlfriend as well.
Oh yeah, I told my girlfriend too.
He basically told everybody, which I think is commendable on Paul's end.
This is a funny dream. I'm not gonna not tell people. Everyone on this podcast by now knows that I have weird ass dreams.
Mm-hmm. I don't even understand. But no, I was like, I woke up, and me and Paul sleep in the same bed because we're OGs. And so I woke up, and Paul was like basically sitting there like, I have to tell you something. This is important.
Back to sleep after that one.
Do you remember the one time we spent the night at her house, and we made her sleep on the couch so we could sleep in the same bed?
We totally were like, okay, I actually said to her, you know what? I've been sharing a bed with Nick a lot longer than you have. You get in the couch, Mrs.
And she did.
And then I sat next to Nick.
And it was a good night.
It was a very good night.
We watched the movie Zombies.
Zombies!
Zombies! Oh man, that movie was bad. I've never seen such a bad movie. I could not stay awake, and I wasn't even tired. Like, that's how bad it was. I was like, I'm just falling asleep.
I watched the whole thing, Nick. I wish I fell asleep like you did.
Yeah, the movie's like about like a zoo, and a monkey was a zombie, and then it like turned other animals.
The name is self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's a zombies. Isn't zombie how you say zombie in Norwegian?
I don't know.
Zombie. I feel like it is. I'm not too sure though. Like, that's a memory that's coming back to me from 2012. Or 2013. My apologies. Who am I? Who am I to think otherwise? That's weird.
When you said who am I thought about what is a man.
What is a man?
Two things about that. One is my brother Adam. He recently came back from school for a week. And he went back. He's still doing school in the summer.
Oh, okay.
And he told me about a philosophy paper he had to write. And the prompt for the paper, this is literally the only prompt he had on the paper. The prompt was, what is man? He said he wanted to write a miserable pile of secrets and submit that in so bad.
I would have done it.
It's like all his self-control not to do that.
Man, it's lucky that wasn't my paper, because I would have done it.
You totally would have done it.
I'd have been like, I'm taking the 0. It's worth it. I would have recorded it, too. I would have, recorded me walking up to the professor and then handing it to him or her.
On that Castlevania-related note, did you see they're making a Castlevania show on Netflix?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Did you see the trailer?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
What did you think?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I liked it. I mean, I would have loved it to have been live action like they did with, Green Arrow and all that stuff. But, I honestly can't complain because it looks like it's clearly anime, one. And,
yeah.
I'm not usually the biggest anime fan, but the way they did it feels right. It feels like it's going to be a good anime.
We'll see. I'm excited for it.
We'll see. I'm excited. It looked really interesting. I was like, oh my god. And then I saw Alucard, I saw Trevor, I saw Simon, I saw all those familiar faces. And I was like, wow. Which, I don't know. I'm going to watch it. I could tell you that much. Without a doubt. I've been talking about them making a Castlevania show or movie forever. Ever.
They've been talking about it forever, and they've been in shit about it.
Yeah.
It's finally happening.
I know. I thought Konami didn't care. I was so shocked. I had went to this is how much Konami does not care. I went to an arcade within the past week, and I was just looking around. I played some Guitar Hero. I played Tekken 7. I was just playing some games, and then I saw they had this one new machine, and on the back it looked like there was a dude with a whip. And then there was, a girl who looked like she did magic and stuff. And I was like, man, That really looks like Jonathan and Maria from Castlevania. I know they're two different games, but they still look like those characters. I was like, that's very interesting. So I walked up to the back of it, and then I saw on the top left it said Konami. And I said, this has to be Castlevania. There's absolutely no way. So I went inside, and literally the weapon you pick up is like, it looks like a wand, but it's supposed to be like a whip that you kill enemies with. So it's like a 3D game. And then I was like, oh my god, this is Castlevania. And then I clicked the start button and I swiped my card, and it was just called Vampire Hunter. And I said, you have the IP for this. Why didn't you make it Castlevania? You're just wasting it. And the best part is, I slid my card, and then I clicked start, and then the game started, and the screen flashed white, and it said game over. And I said, what did I do wrong? So I didn't even get to play it.
The game felt you judge it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you.
You're dead. My God. So that was disappointing.
Speaking of Castlevania, you know how they have all kinds of like mythical beasts, like things you never like. All kind
of yeah. Castlevania takes lore from a bunch of different mythologies and puts it all in
like
one universe.
Gaibin and Slogger, who the fuck are those guys?
You know, Gaibin and Slogger, but I don't know if they're from anywhere. Yeah.
I've actually been a couple of weeks ago. I went on like a mythical beasts binge on the internet, and I was just researching random ones. I got a couple interesting ones that I'll tell you about.
Okay.
So there's this one from French folklore that I love so much. It's about two mythical beasts. One's called the Bygorn, I think it's pronounced, and the other one is the Shisha face. I don't know French, so I'm just gonna say that's what it is.
Okay.
So the Bygorn is really fat and obese, right?
Uh-huh.
It's fat and obese because its diet consists solely of men who are submissive to their wives. His diet only consists of loyal, faithful, good husbands who are submissive to their wives. He only eats them.
How does he know? Does he watch them? He's like, he brought her flowers.
Now, then there's the Shisha face, who is very, very scrawny and is malnourished to the point of starvation because the Shisha face exclusively eats submissive, good female wives.
Wow, that's terrible. So that's saying that there's no good wives, but there's thousands of good men.
The French are such assholes. I love that one so much. And then there was another one I liked a lot. This one's actually from American folklore.
We have folklore.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It's from logging country, so that's like the top part of North America, south part of Canada.
Uh-huh.
It's called the Hide Behind.
Uh-oh.
It's like a giant bear-like creature. It stands on its two legs. Its hair's so long that you can't see its face, if it even has one. But most people don't know what it looks like because it's so incredibly fast, and it always stays behind people, and if it turns around, they quickly hide, which is why it's called a Hide Behind. And then eventually it just kills you. And of course, the Hide Behind has one weakness, and you know what that is?
What?
If you are drunk, it will avoid you.
So it's just the reason for them to be drunk.
Exactly.
Look, I'm telling you right now, there's this monster out there, and it's behind you right now. But if you turn around, you're not going to be able to see it because it hides very fast, okay?
That's exactly what it is. I cracked up so hard.
But I'm going to tell you right now.
All these loggers that are like drunk, and like their boss is like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be working. Why are you drunk off your ass? And it's like, I have to do it. The Hide Behind will get me if I don't. If the Hide Behind gets me, that'll be a work-related accident. You don't want that, do you? And the manager's like, I guess I don't. Drink up, man.
Drink away, boys. And he's like, I think the Hide Behind's behind me now. And he takes a shot. Oh my God. Folklore is so funny.
So those were two of my favorites.
My God. Well, like, okay. So it's like a lot of folklore lore is based off of just like false stuff like that, or people just being scared in general of something that's so many. Like there could be a deer, and then like a kid saw it wrong and was like, "This deer was the devil."
It's a chupacabra. It's a jackalope.
Yeah. And then they're like, that could have just literally been like a dead deer that was hanging from a tree. I I'm not saying like I honestly I believe in the chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, no, chupacabra. He's from Jersey Shore, and he's like, I'm the chupacabra. That's a bad joke. I'm gonna cut that.
Awkward cut in the middle of the podcast.
No, right back into speaking. I believe in Bigfoot.
You guys not
Do you believe in Bigfoot, Paul?
in Bigfoot. Maybe he's a hide behind.
It all makes. I need to go drink.
That's why no one ever sees him. Everyone's always jumping off their ass.
Yeah, in America, especially. Yeah. I believe in the Bigfoot. Do you believe in Loch Ness Monster?
Not specifically, no.
Not specific. What about Champ from Lake Champlain? It's the same thing, but from a different lake.
I mean, I don't know. There could be some animal we don't know what it is out there.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Like the squirrels.
What the fuck?
It was like quiet for like 3 seconds after I
Like
said
the
it.
squirrels.
I was thinking of a different animal and then I couldn't remember the name, so I said squirrel.
Oh, I actually read something really interesting about animals. So most animals actually have a higher, relative to their body size at least, higher alcohol tolerance than humans do.
Huh.
And that's because it makes sense if you think about it. If you think about, like, how do you get alcohol in nature? You get alcohol from, like, fermenting fruit, like rotten.
So they eat rotten stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Humans in nature never really ate rotten fruit. But if you think about it, like squirrels, monkeys, and pretty much literally every other animal eats rotten fruit on the regular.
Yeah.
So they, relative to their body size, actually have a pretty high alcohol tolerance compared to humans. So humans in the animal kingdom are actually pretty big lightweights.
Wow, we're pussies. Next time I see a squirrel, I'm going to give him a shot. This one's on me, buddy.
Like a bottle of gin, he probably would still die because he's smaller than us. But if he was like a human-sized squirrel, he'd be dying them with you all night long.
Yeah. I don't even pour him a shot. I just throw the bottle at him. Oh, that reminds me. It was like maybe a few months back, maybe a little bit longer. Me and Paul went to this place down the street. I think it's called like Big Sammy's or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And well, anyways, I picked up like a tea out of the fridge, and I don't like tea. I just picked it up by accident. And then Paul was like, oh, you're getting tea. I'll get tea too. And I'm not too sure if Paul likes tea, but it doesn't seem like he likes tea.
I like tea.
So we both bought tea without really wanting tea. Which I don't know how that happened ever.
Neither of us wanted tea, but we both got tea. I was so mad at you because you picked up the tea for some reason, and I asked you, hey, is that tea good? And you fucking said yes.
I've never had it in my life.
So I picked it up too. And I don't know why I did it. I make fun of you, but I don't like tea either. But since you said it was good, I was like, oh, I'll try this shit out.
It was so nasty.
We're all just sipping from this disgusting tea.
It was the nastiest tea ever. Well, anyways, we go back home to my house, which is like maybe just a mile and a half away. And there's this squirrel just chilling. Like, he was just being a squirrel, doing things that squirrels do.
Yeah.
And then, he was doing some squirrely stuff. And so Paul whipped his bottle of tea as a joke at the squirrel, not thinking he would basically hit it. And he didn't hit it, I'll have you know. So Paul did spare the life of said squirrel. Well, that bottle of tea was like going straight for the squirrel. And I saw in the squirrel's eyes that he knew that this was the end. Like, me and the squirrel made eye contact, and the squirrel was like, help me. And like that bottle landed literally like 2 inches away from the squirrel.
It was very close to the squirrel.
It was really, even Paul looked freaked out afterwards. He was like, oh my god. It's a good shot though.
It was.
It was impressive. Apart from
did I tell you I killed a seagull as a kid before?
Really? No, I don't think you ever told me this.
I was a kid. I think it was my 8th grade class trip. We went to the Indiana Dunes.
Okay.
Which, is like right next to the beach because it's a fucking dunes. And I remember at one point I was really bored, so I just wandered off by myself. and I saw a bunch of seagulls, and there was a bunch of rocks on the beach. So I'm like, I don't want to throw a rock at one of the seagulls, because I'm a little kid and I'm an asshole.
That's fair.
So I pick up a rock, I throw it at the seagull. They all started taking off, but one of the ones like flew right into it, and it killed it. And then almost immediately, all the other seagulls like swarmed that one and started eating it.
Oh my god. They're like, Gregory's dead!
It was like from Finding Nemo. I can't go, mine.
Oh yeah. They were done with him. Maybe they didn't like him. Maybe he was an asshole. Maybe you did
like,
nature like a favor.
It was like they're flying away, and one of them goes, "Hey, look, Jimmy's down." I hated Jimmy. You went, and then one of them like joke around, like, "Yeah, we should just like eat his corpse." And then someone else takes it too seriously.
He's like,
and then they all get
no, Jonathan, and Jonathan's like, yeah. See, the thing you guys don't know is seagulls stick together. So if one accidentally becomes a cannibal, they're all gonna stick together.
Maybe that's it. Like, they knew since he was dead, they couldn't fly around with him anymore, so they were gonna eat him up. Each of them was gonna eat a piece of Jimmy, and then they could fly with him forever.
That's romantic.
Maybe we're thinking negatively about this.
Yeah, they wanted to have a piece of Jimmy inside them forever.
Exactly.
And someone got Jimmy's Jimmy.
God damn.
If you think about it that way. Unless Jimmy was a female.
I have no idea. I don't know how to sex a fucking seagull.
You just spread it.
Yes, sex a seagull. That means determine the sex of something.
No, it's the way
To sex?
Thank you, Andy. You're so immature.
Wait, you say to sex? That's how you determine the sex?
Yeah, if you sex something, that means you determine the sex or gender of it. Yeah.
I have sexed you, Paul.
Yes,
I determined you are a man.
Yes, Nick's sex is good.
He's good. He's all fine and dandy down there. It's like a gummy worm.
You know the gummy worms have those ridges?
They have, yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
I was going to get further, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Paul's like, I watch those condom commercials where they talk about ridges, and he's like, I have those built in.
Ultimate female pleasure, that's my dick.
Mine has spikes. Mine looks like a dinosaur.
So cats actually do have spikes on their penis.
No, it's the end of their penis, not the whole thing. I don't think. I know they have
spikes on the penis.
Yeah, you're right. To think, when I look at my cat Strawberry, that he has a spiky penis. I feel like I'm betrayed when I think of that.
Nature has some fucked up mating, man.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Nature's nasty. Nature's really nasty. Like, we all know about the duck penis.
Oh, duck penises are insane. Do you want to explain the duck penis to people, Nick, in case they don't know?
I'll explain the duck penis, and then you can explain the duck vagina.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan. Alrighty! So for those of you who don't know what a duck is, it's a large... Well, I wouldn't say large. I already messed up. It's a creature that has wings and a bill, and it goes quack! Or something like that.
That's perfect.
That's basically what a duck is. Well, anyways, these things have penises, the males. And, these male penises are like worms. Not like regular penis, but like, have you ever seen a tapeworm? Like, it's so long and like twisted up in a knot. That's essentially what it is. But the main thing about it is when a penis is flaccid, you know, it's all like bloop, 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 bloop. A duck's penis goes from bloop, 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 bloop to BOW in a second. Yeah. They have explosive penises. And they can twist and turn and all this stuff. And it's incredible. Like, it's almost like, you ever play Chutes and Ladders? That ladder that goes from the top all the way to the bottom, that's a duck's penis.
Scientists have performed tests with clear plastic tubes that wrap in all sorts of directions, and then they arouse a duck and put this like dick in the tube, and it will like find its way through the little maze.
Yeah.
And the reason they have to do that is, now you may see some cute ducks and be, oh, those things are adorable. No, ducks are fucking rapists.
all ducks are rapists. I'm gonna get a shirt that says ducks are rapists.
So in order to counteract, so it's almost kind of like an arms race with genitals between the female and the male. So the female didn't want to be raped by ducks, so they started evolving vaginas that would be all twisty. They would only create a path open when the female was relaxed. So they're being raped, the vagina would be closed off because it's all twisted, but when they were relaxed, they're open and make a straight path. Well, to counteract that, ducks started evolving penises that can twist and turn at will. So that can, because they're apparently huge assholes and they didn't want to stop the raping.
No, they love it. They thrive off of it.
But the female started getting on top of having a vagina that twists, they started getting vaginas that have split into actually a maze, and there's dead end pockets in their vagina. So when the duck tries to find a path in, they'll just shoot off in this random empty corner that's nowhere.
Yep.
So it's so fucking stupid. It's actually the Cold War, where the U.S. and the Russians are racing. Oh, we have nukes. Oh, I have nukes. Well, I have more nukes. Oh, I supposedly have something that can shoot down your nukes. So you can't even hit us with nukes, anyways.
And in this case, it's literally ducks shooting down, but it's not nukes. It's penises. It's
exactly.
Oh yeah, well I have a twisty vagina. It's oh yeah, well my penis also twists. Oh yeah, well I have minotaurs.
They evolve little tiny ducks in their vaginas with axes.
Little duck minotaurs. Chop off your penis. Never enter a duck's vagina unprepared. You don't know what might be around the corner. Could be
taking protection to a whole new level.
Uh-huh.
Armor-clad condoms.
Yeah. Oh, I want that. That sounds impressive.
Are you saying the vaginas you've had experience have had minotaurs in them?
I'm not saying that now. Am I denying it? No. But I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. No, they've all been fairly regular.
They haven't been monster inhabited?
No, they haven't been monster inhabited, haven't been three-pronged at all. They've been fairly regular. But I'll let you know. If I happen to stumble upon a few vaginal areas that have monsters within them, I will gladly write you.
Oh, I watched Teeth recently.
Oh, it's a great movie.
So for those of you who don't know, Teeth is a wonderful movie in which there's this girl. It's kind of like the duck story. There's this girl who has a toothy vagina, and whenever she's uncomfortable during sex, when she's being assaulted or she just doesn't want to have sex, her vagina grows teeth and bites.
As one does.
So there were multiple dicks that were just chewed off in this movie.
Mm-hmm. And I think a finger or two.
Yeah, and a finger or two. She visited a gynecologist, and the gynecologist got a little. He started getting a little comfortable in there.
Yeah.
And he was feeling around too much, and she was getting uncomfortable because he was getting all creepy about it. So she bit off his fingers, and it was really gross.
Did anybody? I can't remember. Did anybody lose a tongue?
No.
Oh.
Good. Someone's nose and tongue disappears. They're going really. Someone lost a tongue?
No, I was his penis.
How do you mix those up?
There was a lot of penises that were chewed up and spat on the ground in that movie, and it was really.
Why is she sleeping with everybody?
That waterfall or whatever. I thought that he went down on her, but no, he just fucked her.
What'd you say, Nick?
Why is she sleeping with all these people if she knows she has teeth vaginas?
Well, that's the point. A lot of the time, she didn't consent to it. The teeth only come out when she doesn't consent.
Oh, yeah. They chose the wrong person to rape.
At the end of the movie,
Is there a right person to rape?
You got me. You got me.
And I think if I remember the end of the movie right, she started going around and purposely sleeping with creepy men to like bite their penises off so they couldn't be creepy anymore.
I would do that too.
She was like a rapist vigilante.
Yeah, she was like the Batman of vagina teeth. You know?
Yes, exactly.
I wish I was the Batman of vagina.
And it was like there was like the main villain of the movie was like her brother. Like the movie starts in the opening shot of the brother and the daughter. They were sitting in the movie, and for some reason the brother was like fingering. They were like what, like 8? You remember the opening? There was like in the opening shot in the movie, there was like these two, an 8-year-old brother and his sister. They were just like sitting.
She was like 2.5. Like,
yeah, she was very young, and her brother was only a couple years older, and they were just chilling out in the pool, and then like
he starts touching her.
Kid brother starts like touching her, and his fingers get nicked. Ew. And I'm just watching. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then apparently that really turned him on, because for the rest of the movie, the brother grew up, and he's been wanting to like have sex with her his whole life. And at some point, like when the girl realizes her abilities, she eventually gets sick of her asshole brother, so she purposely lets her brother have sex with her, and then she bites his dick off. And that happens in that movie.
Did he enjoy it?
No! His dick No, I just remember something that was even grosser. The brother kept like a bulldog, like a pit bull. No, a Rottweiler, I'm sorry. A Rottweiler in his room.
Uh-huh. And
when she bit his dick off, her vagina spat it out on the floor, and then his dog ate it. And I'm like, what am I watching?
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That's what I would truly like to be. That's a good movie. Well, that's up there with like Human Centipede, you know. I found the Human Centipede to be thoroughly enjoyable.
It's a good family movie.
That's what I thought. I was like, I'd watch this with my pastor. You know?
And that's another thing. It had like a heavy. It had like a lot of
dick.
Vagina.
Like
she was in a very Christian community.
Oh, okay.
Was like very against having sex before marriage.
Mm.
So she was like, that's the reason why she bit off her first boyfriend's penis. Like, she didn't want to have sex because, like, she kept growing up with people that are like, oh, don't have sex before marriage. But the boyfriend got impatient, and he just wanted it now. And she didn't want it, and that's when her vagina went.
Did he regret it?
Oh, yeah, he regretted it. I think he died. He bled out, I think.
Oh, damn, that's unfortunate.
Well, he tried to rape her, so he probably deserved it.
Oh, yeah. Right. I keep forgetting that part. I don't know how. Something about the teeth make me forget. That's sad. But, you know, it's kind of like wisdom teeth. If you think about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, they're not fully there, but they're always there, and then one day they come in, and then they hurt.
Yeah, and then when you eat food that's really disgusting, the wisdom teeth come out, and like, I don't want to eat this. Your teeth come out and you bite it.
Yeah, and they dismantle it to the point where it, like, spits it back out. Hey, do you have your wisdom teeth, or did you get them removed?
I don't know. My wisdom teeth,
you don't know
I either don't have them, which some people apparently don't have them, or they're not bothering me.
Oh, yeah. Mine came in straight. They're all in there.
I imagine I have them. Though some people actually don't have them.
I remember as mine were growing in, there was the skin in the back, like where your mouth kind of closes and it kind of makes like that Pac-Man shape, like the skin right there. When my wisdom teeth were coming in, it basically ripped its way through them, and I chewed it all off. Yeah.
Oh.
And now I have more teeth.
I never recall them growing in, like feeling them grow in.
Yeah.
I don't either. They haven't done it yet. I don't know at what age they're supposed to grow in.
2.
Or I think it varies quite a bit too. Or I don't.
Oh yeah, it's different for everybody. It's just when your body goes
pretty like that.
I don't know, but it's like I don't know why, but I don't know if I don't want people to think I'm weird, but when the teeth are coming in, it felt all right. Like it was
I
like
still
that. You
feeling a
ever
bit
had like a
stomach-
little bit of pain where you're like, I know it hurts, but at the same time I can't stop. Well, I kept like biting at it.
You kept biting at your own teeth.
No, at my gums.
I did that too.
See?
Weird, good pain.
Or like when you have a loose
It
tooth
hurts
as a
so
kid
good.
and you keep twisting it and then it's just hanging there and you're like, yeah. I loved that. I wish all my teeth would do that again. But that's
Every
pleasure.
week, all your teeth fall out, so you have a chance to play with them all.
I didn't say every week.
How often would you do this then, Nick?
Once a year.
Once a year, I want my teeth to fall out so I can play with them.
Well, at least just one tooth.
Just
one or two tooths.
One tooth once a year.
One tooth once a year, but not the front
Sound like
tooth.
craving.
I want it to be the fang teeth.
The fang teeth? The
Fang teeth.
What are they called? The incisors? Were that what they were?
Yeah. The incisors.
Why do you want to be those ones? Because they're
'Cause
pointy.
those are the ones that twist the best. Duh! How do you not know that, Paul? Come on now. Jesus Christ, who do you think you
I
are?
think when I was a kid, I would purposely punch myself in the mouth if I had a loose tooth to knock it out.
Oh, that's good. Did you ever did you ever have one of those dads that was like, let me just rip it out with pliers for you?
No? Did your dad rip yours out with pliers?
No.
Need to. I'd punch myself in the face.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, but it was offered a lot. And he'd be like, I got them, they're right here. And it's like, how'd you have that handy?
He's always pliers.
Yeah. He's been waiting for this day.
He's been collecting teeth all his life.
Yeah, he is. The Tooth Fairy. Oh, if there's any kids watching this podcast, you may skip this now. Spoilers.
Not before everything was completely family appropriate.
Yeah, but now, spoilers. So, I'm gonna wait 3 seconds and I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Alright! Anyways, thanks for that amazing patience music. I was a little longer than 3 seconds and I needed it. It felt good. I waited for it. So the way that I found out the Tooth Fairy wasn't real was I was with my mom because my parents were separated, and I was at her house and my tooth fell out, and it was supposed to go, under the pillow or in an envelope or something. It's been a while. And in the morning, I would get money or blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I woke up the next day, and there was no money in there, and the tooth was still in there. And I was like, huh. And it wasn't like it was early in the morning, like 4 or 5. I'd have understood. It was like 10. And so I went, and my mom was sleeping, and I was like, hey, Mom. There ain't no money in there. Tooth Fairy jipped me. She didn't even want my tooth. She's like, screw your nasty tooth.
Too many cavities. Skip.
And then I was like, whatever. So I just went into the living room, and then I went back into my bedroom, and I saw my mom like standing over my bed, like she could pull that shit off. She should have just been like, oh, the Tooth Fairy's busy.
Try again tomorrow.
Yeah, try again tomorrow. But no, she was like, let me fix that now. And then I asked her, I was like, just tell me. She's like, Tooth Fairy's not real.
Why?
She was like, okay, Nick, the Tooth Fairy's not real, but I have to tell you that Santa is. And guess what? I believed her. Why? It sounded like Waluigi. Why? Yeah. My God. You know what's cool about?
I'm sorry your innocence was ruined that way, Nick.
It's okay. You know how else my innocence?
What's cool about what?
What?
You faded out a little while. What else is cool?
I'm sorry. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Something about Waluigi and how he
God,
only is
you
there
remember
to
what
play
you
sports.
wanted to say in the podcast about homeless people?
Yeah, I remember.
Say it.
Wait, do I remember what?
The thing about homeless people you wanted to talk about.
No, I don't remember. It might have not even been about homeless people, honestly. Like, it was an idea that I came up while I was walking through the woods. So I've been trying to think, I'm like, what did the woods have to do with anything? I was thinking of, like, tents, And I was thinking of trees. Oh, it might have had something to do with a tent. I don't know who did it. Or did it? It had something, or maybe children? Maybe?
I thought something weird about children.
Okay.
So I learned this weekend, or not this weekend, but when I went to the zoo, that birds often have to turn over their eggs because if they don't, like, the baby inside the egg will, like, fuse with the wall.
Huh.
So the birds have to frequently flip over their eggs to prevent that from happening. Mm-hmm. So they don't stay on one edge too long. And I was wondering if in a human, if, like, the baby just, like, pressed his foot against the uterus as soon as he could for as long as he could, if his foot would, like, merge with the wall.
Oh, my God. And then imagine giving birth and the kid just rips out your uterus.
Or, like, the doctor doesn't realize that happened. They go to perform a C-section. They chop his foot in half by mistake.
Oh, yeah. Or they pick him up and they rip your whole uterus out with him.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, ugh, and the baby is just like, meh, and it's got your uterus hanging from its foot. And you're like, give me that back.
That's a weird-looking placenta. Oh,
no! Why is it on the foot? Or something like that. You know, we'll see. Maybe the future.
Maybe we'll tie a baby's foot down there.
You never know. I mean, you never know. I saw the movie Alien Covenant.
How was it?
Yeah, it was okay.
I don't think I've seen any of the Alien movies. I feel like a piece of shit.
That was the first one I ever saw.
Really? I don't feel a piece of shit anymore.
Yeah, everyone's always like, oh, Nick, Alien 2 is so good. And I'm like, don't tell me what's good. Like, I don't understand.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, that's like that scene from Drake and Josh. When the mailman, like, brings something to Josh, and then Josh is like, thank you, have a great day. And then he's like, don't tell me what to do. That was the best scene in Drake and Josh history. Drake and Josh is the pinnacle of comedy.
I love Drake and Josh so much.
Me too. The pinnacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mandy, this woman here just accused me, and she's like, did you even watch it? And, like,
what?
Nick,
you've never seen
I would come over to your house and watch Drake and Josh all the fucking time.
All the time. That's
all
what we did.
Eat, like, raviolis, and Josh.
In all fairness, you've never seen, like, anything. Like you quoted The Shining earlier, but you've never seen it.
Okay, you know. Your contribution to this podcast is over, Mandy.
Your contribution to this podcast is minimal, and it's disgusting. No, but Paul, I can attest to this. Paul has seen probably almost every episode of Drake and Josh.
It's a good show.
Yeah, great show. We also used to watch a lot of SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, right?
Yep. There was even times where we would dance to the jellyfish song in SpongeBob.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
But so great at the same time.
You know, this reminds me. Nickelodeon did this stunt, and I think it was summer of 2005, maybe 2006. Mm-hmm. And they pulled this stunt where it was like, get out and play, and they wouldn't play cartoons for like an hour or two. It would just be like this little dude on the screen, and there'd be music in the background, and he'd be like dancing, and he'd change colors like every 5 minutes. And so instead of getting out and playing, I sat there for the full hour watching it. I did. I had DirecTV. I had DirecTV, and I was just like, okay, it says in 1 hour SpongeBob's on.
Yes. Do you think anyone sat there and just watched that?
Yeah, that was me.
That was you.
Yeah, they were like, man, ratings soared when we played that Get Out and Play video. Yeah, that was me. I watched that full hour. And I'll have you know that song was
area. Everyone.
Yeah, I looked outside and nobody was outside. Probably because they didn't want to get shot.
You just look outside. There's kids literally everywhere. You're stepping up.
I'm like, there's no one out there. Like, Nick, they're everywhere. There's mountains of kids.
Mountains of kids. Filling the street so high, there's kids 4, 5, 6 piles deep.
Yes, 5 feet tall kid, 6 feet tall kid. You ever see the movie World War Z? Kids everywhere. Kids enough to climb walls. Or something like that.
All those great tall walls in Glenwood.
Oh, the Great Wall of Glenwood. we call it the GG. The Great Wall, the GWG. It sounds like a radio station, but I assure you it's not. It's a wall. And it's behind the movie theater. Well, it was behind the movie theater. And it was like maybe like 7 feet high.
No, was it that high even?
Had to have been.
I thought we could look over it.
I don't know.
Remember this song? It's not standing anymore. That's what I don't remember.
The white wall that was behind the movie theater that went towards the hotel.
Was it 7 feet tall?
It had to have been taller than me. Now. I remember having to climb it when I was in high school.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm going to say it was 12 feet tall. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was at least 15 feet tall.
Say it was 12 inches.
That's not even a wall. That's like a stick. Yeah, that's an edge.
What's a curb?
What constitutes, now this is an important question. What constitutes the difference between an edge and a wall?
I think it becomes a wall when it is... That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it becomes a wall when it is over 5 feet tall.
5 feet tall.
Yeah, otherwise it's just like a railing.
It's just a railing.
Like an
what if
railing? Yeah.
You're a midget?
Well, then that's the hard life.
Yeah.
Unless you're Peter Dinklage, and then you have your acting career cut out for you.
Yeah, unless Destiny's like, we're gonna just cut your voice in the Ghost and add stupid.
Okay, maybe that completely cut out for you, but
yeah. Screw you, Deej from Destiny. I'm calling you out. I want you at my house tomorrow at midnight. I want to fight you, Deej. Yeah, for a fight. A fist fight. But not with a real fist, in game, Destiny.
Can you fight in Destiny?
I don't know. Well, no. You can shoot each other.
Same thing. That's just punching people with bullets.
That's what I was gonna say. Shooting people is just punching people with bullets. You know? Do you remember that episode of The Simpsons when Bart was in like his boy band and then there was NSYNC?
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. We're gonna drop the bomb.
Dun, dun, dun. Keep on it, it was so stupid because it was join the Navy backwards.
Join the Navy backwards. That was the best episode ever. And
one of my favorite parts of the episode is that Lisa went to confront the Navy officer.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, but why do you need subliminal messaging? You already have regular ads. And the general's like, it's a 3-pronged result. 3-pronged assault. Subliminal, liminal, and superliminal. Lisa's like, superliminal. He's like, yeah. Then he opens the window and points at...
He yells at Lenny and Carl.
Join the Navy!
And then Lenny was like, okay.
I love that show so much. Especially that episode. That episode cracked me up so many times.
And then it turned out it wasn't like LT Smash and she like removed that thing and there was a dot and she's like, oh, Lieutenant Smash.
And he just like glued the little period in between the L and the T and he's like, it's not Lieutenant, it's LT.
Well, and then I remember there was that scene when someone was like high on something, or he was having flashbacks, and it was like hippies were shooting flowers at him, and there was praying mantises, and I was like, "What is happening?"
That was one of my favorite episodes.
That's the funniest episode. There's not a dull moment in it.
Oh, so great.
All right, well, I think we're right around the hour mark now for the video. So I guess it goes by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It really does, honestly. I don't even remember the last hour. To recap, let's see what we talked about.
Lots of vagina talk this episode.
Lots of vagina talk. I might call that this episode. Bromocast number 6. Vagina talk?
Question mark.
Question mark? And then they're going to be like, that is not the vagina talk that we wanted, Nick. You guys talking about vaginas with teeth and three-pronged vaginas.
I was talking about the worst vaginas in the world.
Yeah. Speaking of blue waffles, no. Why'd it get so quiet, huh?
Because I was thinking about blue waffle.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have any experience with three-pronged vaginas, let us know in the comments below. I would honestly love to hear about it. Like, really. Like, provide photos if you can.
Oh, God.
But if you can't, I understand.
What have you opened the comment section up to now?
Anything. You can say anything you'd like. I think recently, within like a video or two ago, somebody told me, like, I don't remember what they said, but they said, like, I hope I die or something. It was, either way, it was funny.
I hope you get AIDS.
Yeah, I hope you get AIDS.
I remember that.
Thank you.
Like, what?
That was, I pinned it. I liked it.
I know,
Oh,
I saw that you liked it, and I was like, what?
I understand. I hope you get assistance as well.
Yeah, I hope you get AIDS. That's what I saw it as, too. I was like, oh, thanks, man. I really need help. Which, now that I think about it, also sounds bad.
You need help, man.
Thanks, man.
I was watching your progress video. It made like what? How many videos you have to now? Like 360 something?
Yeah, I'm almost at 365. Maybe like in a video or two.
Use some assistance.
Yeah.
Hard work. You need an editor. You need a buddy.
A buddy, a pal, a good old friend, a good old thingamadangling. Well, here's the problem: I need subscribers.
You need the pal that hits the subscription button on one's computer.
Yeah, but like a lot of YouTubers will like beg for subscribers, like please hit that like button. If you really like this video, why not subscribe? And I can't bring myself to do it. I always feel like garbage.
Nick, you don't have to. We just talked about vaginas all episode. The subs are enough flooding.
I know. All I need to do is put a vagina in the thumbnail, and we're golden. We're golden! Until a young boy sees it and then realizes he's gay. He's like, that's not for me. That looks like oysters on a half shell.
God damn it.
Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in to this week's Bromocast, and we will see you next week.
I love you guys.